You know, if someone asked me what the purpose of Lobola was, I honestly struggled to answer them. Like, I couldn't explain it, but I just simply knew that it was not just a man buying a woman, it was deeper than that. And the reason why I actually didn't know how to answer this question is because I myself didn't know what the purpose of Ilobola was, really. I just grew up knowing that it's something a man has to do when you're getting married. Lobola is a problem in our era because we do not have a clear understanding on what it is, first of all, and why it's still being practiced. The Lobola topic is one topic that I normally shy away from. I normally avoid it because I know that it's going to lead to a debate and people will be saying things that I most probably will get offended by. And so that's why I would just never participate in those type of debates or questions. This topic has been something I've been wanting to talk about for a while, ever since I saw a video of a father explaining to a daughter what Ilobola was. Now, I think I was watching a TikTok video and there was this Zulu guy who's married to a Caucasian lady and they had a daughter together. And I don't know how it got to the topic of Ilobola, but I guess the child was curious what Ilobola was because I remember the father asking, "Do you know what Ilobola is?" And then the child was like, "No, she doesn't." She must have been around 10 or 12, around about that age. And the father explained to the daughter, saying that Ilobola is when a guy buys you to marry him. That made me cringe, felt so embarrassed. I don't know why, but it just didn't sit well with me. So after him telling his daughter what Ilobola was, then he asked her, like, "So do you want a guy to buy you?" And she obviously said no, but like I remember feeling so disappointed in the guy and how he explained it to this little girl. Yeah, and I guess that's why I also wanted to do some research for myself and understand Ilobola more and what the purpose of Ilobola is and why are we still practicing Ilobola. At times, it's okay to say you don't understand the cultural significance and just consult your elders or do some research. In my case, I did some research and this is what I came up with. So what is the purpose of the Lobola? The purpose of Ilobola is to demonstrate that the man getting married is capable of taking care of a family. And also it serves as a token of gratitude to the bride's family for raising a wonderful woman. Ilobola is an appreciation to the family who raised your future wife. It's a sign to show you can take care of her. Marriage is something that is highly valued in the Xhosa culture. When a woman gets married, the entire community and her family rejoices as marriage is seen as a blessing from God. Lobola is a marriage custom that has been practiced for centuries by cultures in southern Africa. It's the custom by which a bridegroom's family makes a payment in cattle or cash to the bride's family shortly before the marriage. The marriage process is initiated by a man who has reached a marriage stage in his life. This process is called ukuzeka. During this process, the groom's family members, led by the uncles, play an important role in facilitating this process. Now, there are a lot of stages before the Lobola negotiations, and the first stage would be the sending of the letter. They must write a letter to the bride's-to-be's family to formally request for a meeting. In the letter, the intentions must be clearly stated. The exact date that they propose to have Lobola negotiations must be clearly stated, and it's up to the family to accept the requested date or suggest an alternative date. The second stage would be the acceptance. When the bride's family receives the letter, they will call a family meeting. The most important family members, like the uncles, the aunts, and the parents of the bride-to-be, will agree on a date that best suits them. They are under no obligation to accept the date that has been proposed by the groom's family. Once the acceptance is done in a form of a written letter, the bride's family states their proposed date for the Lobola negotiations. Two men are then appointed to deliver the letter to the groom's family. Now, once the two families agreed on the price, the groom's family makes a payment in cattle or cash to the bride's family shortly before the marriage. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys on the next video. Goodbye.